been in that my own family's business. Darn it. Gotta make the kids score big. And the fire department used to have a problem because they never cleaned. And nursing homes too, there's pretty good about that too.
Yeah,
Actually, they're guilty about putting
I don't know where that came from. Like, I saw it in the paper right after it came.
rubber,
Well, I didn't read the paper all the time.
they got cloth on top of it. It's more or less rubber for the beds.
You did.
But yeah, I didn't know anything about it being there.
that was
Get on that inside every once in a while. When I drove over by it yesterday, I was like, holy cow.
Yeah.
$8 million.
Yeah, it's not too bad if you got a nice area, you got a big screen.
It's good to see that.
Maybe get a coffee or something.
Keeping the stadium and
No, it's
everything alive.
such a dollar a quarter for the change, no.
Are they gonna let me drive golf balls in the winter?
And it's probably old.
I'll run, I don't care.
Probably hardly worked, huh?
Sure, kids go kick your soccer ball.
And during the week, if you drive by at like 8 or 9 o'clock at night, it's completely deflated.
Oh, yeah?
They deflate it every night.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, the first of this line. Second is very,
So they deflate that dome almost
very
every
front of
night.
the garage, and that's on,
Then re-inflate it.
I don't imagine that it's on this
What's that?
sheet here, so it's on that hand drawn. Let's see, site plan.
Probably like 7 bucks.
Usually it's like 8 or 9, and they take it that way.
The gate was down, so I wouldn't like to drive
They got
around
quite a
it.
bit
Yeah.
of stuff on the agenda, don't I? I should have done that. We didn't have meetings tonight because we only have one thing. Nothing.
You guys ready?
Yeah, let's light this candle.
We're ready. That's the thing.
Excuse me. Nick O'Neill, JT, nice to meet you.
Jack Wood.
Okay, we'll call this meeting to order. This is the Zoning Board of Appeals meeting, Monday, August 18th, 2025. Okay, do a roll call. JT Kellogg?
Here.
Jack Weedman?
Here.
Mick O'Neill?
Here.
Rick Pitzel here. Mike Wu?
Here.
Tanisha Kaysen? Floyd Wambacher? Steve Cady? And Charlie Calloway? Absent. Okay. First order of business is the approval of minutes from the June 16th, 2025 meeting. Everybody got a copy of those? Any changes, issues with what was printed? If not, motion be in order to approve those.
Motion.
Motion by Mike Wu,
I'll second.
second by Jack Wiedemann. All those in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Okay. Oh, Charlie Calloway, present. Okay, so the first, you can grab a sheet of everything that's over there. There's one of everything on there. So the first order of business will be a special use application filed by William Sharp, total income tax, total IRS relief, seeking a special use permit for an installation of one digital electric multiple message sign pursuant to section 9410E of the Village Code for the property located at 1105 East War Memorial Drive, Peoria Heights. The property is currently zoned B2. So is Mr. Sharp or somebody from, you want to step up to the podium? Give your name and,
Good afternoon. William Sharp, owner of Total Income Tax, and
okay.
thank you for having me.
So you want to explain to us a little bit about why you want the sign, what prompted this, and et cetera?
Yeah, in particular, it's a watch fire sign. If any of you guys know anything about that, it's a company based out of Danville, and there's a big difference, it seems like, with a lot of signs you'll see are kind of seem the same, but when you open it up in the hardware, it's cheap kind of knockoff stuff. So it's a good sign, and we're investing in the long-term plan. For example, the other signs that are a little bit cheaper, they'll get a little dull over time, and half of the bulbs will be burnt out. You can see them. So over time, they start to not become as great as they are on day one. So this is one of those things that we went through to make sure we have a quality sign. Really though, we wanted to get a 6x3 sign on the side of the building, and this is, we are, our neighbor and landlord is Coleman Printing there. So we really just would like to advertise the different types. We're notaries, for example, and then we represent, what we do predominantly at this location is represent people before the IRS that have tax liens or issues. So that would be the subject matter, but we'd also kind of include, maybe the time and temperature, or a holiday greeting, or Happy Halloween, but predominantly would be tax-related information.
Okay. So just FYI for the board purposes, you currently have like 3 of those AC tax signs, right?
Yes.
That are on the building, which equate to about 15 square feet per sign. And this would be 18 square feet. So you're looking at a total of 63 square feet. They're allowed 200 because their building is long enough for the 2 square foot per frontage. So it's well within the realm of what signage they're allowed. So any other questions of Mr. Sharp?
So if they're within that square footage, are we looking at it just because it's?
Well, every digital sign requires a special use.
Okay.
Yep.
But it's just basically, it's going to be facing the parking lot.
Yeah, it'll face the parking lot for the chiropractor next door.
Right.
As you're heading to the river, you'll see the sign on that side,
Okay.
of side of the building. And at first, we were maybe going to put it on. There was some, landscaping we could have done, but I think this is the best spot, just as from a visual standpoint, but also we have to run up against those snow, guys fighting snow in the winter time is a thing to reckon with. So that's why we put it on the building, or intend to.
Yeah. This is a hard one for you to answer, but how bright is it going to be?
That's a good question. I'm not quite sure on the specs of it, but I know it's, I do know it's a watch fire sign, and in particular.
Okay, so there's a couple of things in the code that you have to do if you have one of those signs. And so one of them is you have to have automatic dimming. So in the evening, it somehow has to dim.
Sure.
Down to, so it doesn't distract traffic and et cetera at night. If it's that bright during the day, it would be very bright at night. And then and it basically says all such signs have installed ambient light monitors and shall at times allow such monitors to automatically adjust the brightness level of the sign on ambient light conditions, so. And then the other one is the length or the display time. You're not permitted to change the sign, you know, what's on the sign, except every 10 seconds.
Okay,
And the messages have to be static. They can't be like scrolling or moving or.
okay.
So those are the three caveats to installing that sign.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Thank you.
Any other questions? Anybody? Okay, then a motion would be in order to, oh, no, not yet. We have to go through the.
Yep.
Check.
Findings.
So, if no other questions, I'll have you sit down, and then
Thank
I'll
you, sir.
ask for public comments. Anybody in the public want to talk to this issue? Okay, public comments are closed. So we will go through the special use permit findings. No, my cord. I'm trying to do it on that side, and I can't do it on that side. Okay, so we answer yes or no to these questions. The establishment, maintenance, or operation of the special use will not be detrimental or endanger the public health, safety, morals, comforts, or general welfare. JT?
I don't think it'll be a problem.
Okay, so that's a yes.
Yes.
Okay. Jack Weedman?
Yes.
Mick O'Neill?
Yes.
Rick Pitzel, yes. Mike Wu?
Yes.
Charlie Calloway?
Yes.
And Tanisha Kaysen. The special use will not be injurious to the uses and enjoyment of other property in the immediate vicinity for the purposes already permitted, nor substantially diminish or impair property values within the neighborhood to which it is to be located. JT Kellogg? Jack Weedman?
Yes.
Mick O'Neill?
Yes.
Rick Pitzel? Yes. Charlie Calloway?
Yes.
Mike Wu?
Yes.
Tanisha Kaysen. The establishment of the special use will not impede the normal and orderly development and improvement of the surrounding properties for the uses permitted in the district. JT Kellogg?
Yes.
Jack Weedman?
Yes.
Nick O'Neill?
Yes.
Rick Pitzel, yes. Charlie Calloway?
Yes.
Mike Wu?
Yes.
Tanisha Kaysen. Adequate facilities, access roads, drainage, I'm sorry, that's not applicable. Adequate measures have been taken or will be taken to, that's not applicable. If, it's not a public utility, so that's not applicable. The special use in all other respects conform to the applicable regulations of the district in which it is located, except such regulations may be in each instance modified pursuant to the recommendation of the Zoning Board of Appeals. JT Kellogg?
Yes.
Jack Weedman?
Yes.
Mick O'Neill?
Yes.
Rick Pitzel, yes. Charlie Calloway?
Yes.
Mike Wu?
Yes.
Tanisha Kaysen? Okay, so we had no no's in those, so motion to approve the request for the special use for the digital sign.
I'll move.
Mick? Motion by Mick, seconded by Mike. And just the conditions are just the normal conditions that are in the code that we went through. Okay.
Do we have to vote on that?
We will vote on that. Any other comments? Any other discussion? Okay. JT Kellogg?
Yes.
Jack Weedman?
Aye.
Mick O'Neill?
Yes.
Rick Pitzel, aye. Charlie Calloway?
Aye.
Mike Wu?
Aye.
Tanisha Kaysen?
Aye.
Good. 7-0. 0. So you'll be able to get that sign permit from the village administrator's office. The special use, I believe, has to go before the village board also. So it'll be after the village board votes on it, then if they approve it, then you'll be able to get your sign permit, et cetera, from the administrator's office. Okay? I think that the next time that they can do this is like 2 weeks out. I think it has to sit for 2 weeks or so. But you can call up to the administrator's office. They can give you when it's going to be on the village board's agenda. And then you can come to that meeting, you know, if you want to, I guess, or if you need to. Okay, thank you. Okay, the next order of business is a variance application filed by Daniel Zebold seeking the approval of a variance to allow construction of a second garage that would reduce the front yards, well, that is in reduction of the front yard setback on a corner lot to less than 25 feet. That's required by Section 10, 7B5 of the Village Code for the property located at 800 East Manita, Peoria Heights. The property is currently zoned R2, medium density residential. So, Mr. Zebold, you want to tell us about your garage? And we all have.
Yes, it's where the property line is in the back of the house, and the best place for the builders that said was right there. They couldn't attach to the existing garage. And I'm just needing it for storage of my cars. I pay to store 2 cars in the wintertime.
Okay. Yeah, we were down at the property and you couldn't really slide it in between the house and the current garage, and so he really is kind of landlocked where he is there trying to build this garage. So any questions of Mr. Zebold?
Just, you've got 12-foot walls, so are you trying to match the roof height to the roof height of the house?
No, it's not gonna be as high. It's just because I want to lift in case I get a third car and I can have a storage underneath.
Okay, because I saw you've got, but you're gonna be at driveway level, the back of it
Yeah.
is still gonna be up about 3 feet, because you've got.
Yeah, the hillside,
the
yeah.
Hillside, yeah.
Yep. And the garage door would actually be facing south towards the alley.
Yep. You gonna have any windows in it?
Wasn't planning on it.
Okay. And not that it makes a difference, gable roof facing the front door?
Yeah, going the same direction as the house.
Right.
Yep.
So it'll be like a step down from the house, but there'll be.
Yeah.
Right.
There's a gap, right? between the-
Yeah. Yep. Okay, any other questions of Mr. Zebold?
Are there any guidelines that he has to follow?
Yeah, so once, if this gets approved or whatever, you'll have to go through the building inspector for as far as walls, footings, all that sort of thing.
Yeah, I've talked to Larry a couple times and,
Okay. Oh, yeah, he was out there with us, wasn't he, that
Yep.
first time?
And just to make sure I'm looking at this right, the house right now is about 6.5 feet off the property line.
Yeah.
So you're gonna be stepping back about 2 feet off of that still.
yeah.
All right,
So the house will still be closer to the property line than the garage would be.
yep.
Okay, any other questions? Okay, you can have a seat. And any public comments on this particular garage? Okay, public comments are closed. This is a variation, variance request, so we'll go through the findings and determinations for a variance. Will the strict application of the terms of the zoning code relating to the use, construction, alternation of the buildings or structures, or the use of the land impose practical difficulties on a particular hardship on the petitioner? J.T. Keller.
Yes.
Jack Wiedemann?
Yes.
Mick O'Neill,
Yes.
Rick Pitzel, yes. Charlie Callaway,
Yes.
Mike Wu,
Yes.
Tanisha Casey. If the variation is granted, the property affected by the variation will remain in harmony with the general purpose and intent of the zoning code.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
There we go.
That's how you
The approval of the variation will not merely serve as a convenience to the petitioner, but is necessary to alleviate some demonstrable hardship on the petitioner.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Can the variation requested by a petitioner be granted without substantial detriment to the public good?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Can the proposed variation be approved without impairing the general purpose and intent of the comprehensive plan as implemented by the zoning code?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
And it does not involve a fence. Okay, a motion to approve the request for a variance is made by
I'll move.
Mick, seconded by, and the conditions are just basically his proposed site plan.
Right. Make sure that he abides by building inspector
Yeah.
codes and all that. Who does that?
That's the building inspector.
Gotcha.
Okay, JT Kellogg,
Aye.
Jack Weedman,
Aye.
Mick O'Neill,
Yes.
Rick Pitzel, aye. Charlie Callaway.
Aye.
Mike Wu, sorry. Tanisha Casey. Okay. Mr. Seabold, so yours is, the variance request was approved, so it's approved, so you can apply for your building permit with the village administrator's office, and then Larry will decide what, other information he needs from you as far as your footing specs and all that sort of stuff. Okay? Very good. You bet. Okay. Checking these off. The third on the agenda is the site plan approval application filed by PH Executive Plaza LLC, seeking approval of a site plan for the reconstruction and expansion of a surface parking lot for the property located at 4541 North Prospect Road, Peoria Heights, which properties are currently zoned B4 low impact business. So we have somebody that's going to talk to that.
Hello, I'm Brandon Dean. We're looking at adding parking behind the PAPS building for, one, our tenants, and to clean it up and make the flow of traffic go better. In the existing parking lot that's there now, that would all be getting restriped and resealed. And then the new parking lot that we'd be adding directly behind the PAPS building would be adding roughly 70 parking spaces. So we'd have 182 parking spaces total.
Say the last part again, please. How many?
So we'd be adding 71 parking spaces, and we'd have 182 total between the existing parking lot and the new parking lot.
Existing was what then? I could do the math, but what is it?
I didn't have it written
You don't
down,
have the number,
sorry.
okay.
What, 782 total, so
Yeah.
112 existing.
110.
Okay, 112. I was not good at math. Okay, and we have your site plan, so basically everything is still to this
Yes,
site plan and drawing,
yes.
okay? And then there was additional site plan that I took from yours and then added some screening things to it. So are those are all things that are gonna be included in the site plan then?
Which one do you have that's saying has screening?
It's
Yep.
the one with the little red X's, yep,
Yep.
yep. Okay, so what type of screening do you think you're gonna use? Are you gonna use fencing or bushes or hedges or
If we do
trees
anything,
or-
it'd be bushes or hedges.
Okay,
We can't really get crazy with the landscaping just because if they have events and all that kind of
yeah,
stuff.
yeah. Yeah, it's just as long as it's about 4 feet high or something,
Okay.
that's the,
And you're saying the
That's in the
whole
code.
parking lot or just so many bushes?
well, where those red X's are on that,
I don't have yours with the red X's on it.
that one
sorry.
you just held up.
I don't have any red, I don't have red X's on mine.
Oh, okay, here, you can have this one.
They're kind of hard to see.
You might have them and you don't see
Yeah, it
them.
really is hard to see.
They're just,
I had sent that to the design person that was working on that back
Yeah.
in July.
Kind of explain what's happening here.
He just explained.
1, 2, 3.
Which is
This is the new, this is the old, this is the tap space. Yeah, I'm not sure.
What's happening in that blue section at the bottom?
So the blue section will be technically somebody else's, so that eventually they could build a building there or another building on the corner.
So
Yeah. it's-
they did some land swap,
Yes, I heard about that,
right? So you took some of the green and swapped it for some of the blue, is that?
yeah. Well, the blue is,
Yeah.
the blue is
Yeah.
green right here. The blue is that green
Yeah,
swap.
but I'm just saying, they own this,
Yeah.
and they didn't own this.
Yeah, they swapped. Yeah. Okay. Crazy.
So looking at this, where the bushes are across the green part of the,
Yeah, I gave you mine, so.
sorry.
Fine, take it. Let's go.
Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah, to the left,
So that, no issues there, we can do those.
okay?
The stuff that is around the whole parking lot where all the rock is, and there's a retaining wall there now, and then down the alleyway, that's all pavement. It's pavement currently.
Yeah, so you're not putting any,
There wouldn't be any bushes there.
there won't be any buffer or anything from,
Right now, it's that rock that stays, I mean, we weren't gonna mess with the rock is staying there, and there's
So-
a fence there.
so when we've talked, that you said you're gonna do something different with where that rock was and the fence was.
That part we're not touching. The only thing we're doing with that parking lot is right where is reseal coating the gray lot, new striping on that lot. And where that gravel is, on the corner there. Right here. There's gravel there that goes up to the next parking lot. That gravel would come out and we'd fix all the pavement there.
You point out to me, come up
Sorry.
here, point out to me where you,
He's talking about this area right here. See all that gravel.
mhm. But it shows like a bump out, is this gonna be curbing?
Yep, well,
Yep.
that piece right there, curving on this page.
Okay.
That's all. Can you explain what the code is for
Yeah, so the
barrier?
code for the barrier, I'll just pull it up and read it.
I guess the big question is, are we gonna apply the new code to the existing parking lot or the new code to the new parking lot?
Yeah, I just want to make sure on the existing parking lot, you're, excuse me, ceiling and striping, correct? That's all your plans are for it?
and fix the one corner where that gravel comes down to get all that cleaned up and paved.
Okay.
That was the only plan to do with the existing parking lot.
Yep. So more maintenance on the existing than,
Correct. The new green parking lot, that would be all the new pavement.
So when you walk out of Joe's Italian, and I think there's like an alleyway,
So the alley, we
That's what
don't,
he's talking about.
yeah, the
That
alley,
rocky
we don't
area
own.
right now.
right, but, so is that,
The-
there's
the
not an
al-
alleyway there?
There's an alley.
The alleyway, we don't own the alleyway. There's like a metal guardrail there. That's where we would start to the existing parking lot.
And they don't own the guard.
But we're asking for a fence or a hedge or something where that guardrail would be.
Well, on their side of the guardrail. Right, the guardrail, I think they're saying,
We plan on
Is-
taking that old guardrail out.
oh, you do?
Yeah,
Okay.
just to make it go away. Looks like, just to make it look better.
And that's where we're saying, from there, for the alleyway, needs to be some sort of something.
Because we
So-
don't, I mean, you'd technically be removing pavement to put something there.
Right.
Well, we're also adding a lot of.
Or a
pavement.
fence, you wouldn't have to remove pavement to put some sort of a small fence there,
Okay,
shielding it from the alleyway.
okay.
Do they need to have that?
What,
along this one here?
are we worried about Joe's customers and everybody else's customers?
I'm not,
I'm just asking.
no, I mean, you're pulling out that guardrail, and so that's why we're saying something needs to be delineating between the alley, your property, the parking, right? Shielding,
Well, we can put parking blocks up there, down that line.
yeah. That's,
We're just trying to clean it up.
no,
Sure.
I know, and that's why I think a nice, small fence there would look fine.
Okay,
A nice looking fence, not like a chain link fence or something, but.
yeah. Yes. Let's say when we have to, when they're plowing this in the winter and let's say we put up a black aluminum fence to make it look good. I'm just more worried about when they're plowing lots and hitting the fence and whoever plows the alley.
Well, if they hit your fence, then they'll have to replace your fence. So, as long as the fence is on your property, you wouldn't have to necessarily worry about that.
Are they gonna need to do that same thing here?
Yeah,
Right here? 'Cause that's
No.
technically an alleyway behind the building.
no. It just shields it from on this side. Yeah.
did we ever find the section,
This is not an alleyway. This is their property.
okay, gotcha. Did we find the section in the code that requires
Yeah.
this yet?
So basically, it talks about all off-street parking within the downtown overlay district shall be screened with landscaping or decorative fencing. That's what how the code reads.
Yep. Oh, got it.
So it still goes back to the question, are we gonna apply the code to the existing parking lot that's already there? Or are we gonna apply the code to the new parking lot, or all?
Well, I think we're going to apply it to all, especially because we're pulling out that guardrail, and
So if I leave the guardrail there?
yeah, I'd like you to pull the guardrail out, so.
I just think, code-wise, I think to apply it, I don't see how you can apply it to the existing parking lot. Otherwise, we'd be applying it to everybody.
Well, you're expanding the parking lot, so there's changes being made. And so what we're saying is, now, the code is what it is.
Well, we'll just not do it then. I'm okay with that. I mean, I guess the variance we're gonna ask for is the extra 70 spaces. We'll provide the trees on the bushes on the new parking lot. And the existing parking lot stays the same besides we just tar it and stripe it.
I know that what we're looking for is something that's gonna, help also beautify the Peoria Heights. And I know the parking lot we approved across the street, there was a lot of the bushes
and landscaping that was gonna be done, so I don't, we want this to.
Correct, but they didn't do it to their existing parking lot, just to the new parking lot.
No, part of it is existing, because part of it was around the subway as it is today, and they're gonna put a nice look on that too.
Okay, everything that they removed to put the new parking lot in, I agree. They're putting bushes and stuff like that. We have no problem putting the bushes in on the new green parking lot that's marked on the plat.
So you really don't care what it looks like, is what you're saying. You just want it to look like,
No, we need it to look good.
well, and that's what I'm asking for.
And, well, it's gonna look good with all the new asphalt and all the new curb and all the new gutter that parking lot doesn't have back there now. Lighting in the parking lot. The drainage is all getting fixed.
What's the current?
So what about on that,
Worry about at the moment, if any.
there's 3 X's there on the left-hand side of the entryway.
Where Siebling is now, where you're talking, the Siebling and where Siebling, the Paps building meets Siebling Avenue?
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
So right now, where those 3 X's are now, that is technically, that's concrete.
And that's not being changed,
That would stay there. That's all part of the concrete city sidewalk.
I think it's actually part of your property.
You don't want this piece right here.
Mhm.
Right here.
Where the tan is on the colored picture, that would be the new grass area.
Yeah, where it's got a number in there,
Yeah.
that tan area.
Yeah, so the tan area, the big square is 50 by 60, so that would, right now, that is pavement, that will become
Come up here,
grass.
I point to where I'm talking about. So this area here.
So, yeah, so that will be grass, and this big tan area here, there's pavement there now.
That will
All
be
that
grass.
pavement comes out and becomes grass.
Maybe
So
should have
that's
made
why,
grass
like this,
green.
so if those X's moved over to here.
Plant a couple bushes there.
Yep. Okay.
Right here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it'd be, well, that all becomes grass instead of.
Oh, yeah. How do they get it?
Because they're gonna
This-
park here.
Oh, this all, that's grass, that's right, so this whole lot becomes grass.
Mhm.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes total sense. Okay. Should have made the grass green.
Yeah.
Yeah? Anything?
What if, like, this is a parking lot, abutting a parking lot. Like, what if we took these X's and planted them here and here, so, if you're on the trail or something, you're just gonna see greenery, but having something between the alleyway and the parking lot, I don't see there's a whole lot of value in that. But if we could move this to here and here.
I'm just kind of going with what the code says, and it's kind of a tough call on this, is, where you get from maintenance to reconstruction, that this, I'm willing to give them the maintenance on this, if,
My whole point is, I wouldn't have to come here and ask if I was just gonna, for the existing parking lot, just tarring it and restriping it, we wouldn't even be here for the existing parking lot. We're here really because of the new parking lot we're adding.
right, and that is going to be per the new code.
Correct.
So as JT was asking, what about the back side of the parking lot? You wouldn't, you're talking about putting some sort of
Well, I'm just
hedge
saying,
across
like,
the back or
I'm looking like here where there's the pile of rocks, you know, I don't know what you really can do there, and it's abutting another one, so why not just take these X's and kind of put them along here and here, and just cover it if you're like on the trailer, you know, because I don't see a whole lot of value in having some barrier between the alley and Joe's Crab Shack, you know? That's just my feeling.
If you put a barrier
It
behind
is
that
easy to,
restaurant,
it is
somebody's
easy
gonna
to
run
park
into a
and walk where
fence
you want.
or
You
a
don't have to go all the way around. I remember when I parked over there, it was kind of.
Used to that now. Honestly.
Mhm.
Where we at the moment, you think?
So if we move some of these X's to there, on the back side of the green?
That's what JT was asking.
Yeah.
Okay.
One, two,
Any other questions?
six.
I got a comment, though.
Yeah, go ahead.
Can we put a number to like, let's just say, we talked about moving so many bushes here, so you got 2 or 3 there. You got one,
So
two,
the
three, four,
screening
five,
part
six.
of, so the one that's over here, you know,
Yep,
right? So
so we got 6 there.
well, the thought of that is that it actually screens, so I don't know
Yeah.
how many it needs,
Okay.
right? But
Okay.
it's supposed to be somewhat of a, oh, I don't really see a parking lot, right?
Okay,
And it doesn't have to be like this, but.
got it.
you're right.
Okay, I'm okay with that.
And then in the back, I don't know how many it would take, but maybe,
It-
maybe
18 to 20 probably.
12 or
Yeah.
18, something.
Okay.
Okay, you had a comment, go ahead.
Well, I'll just give you some credit for taking care of a rough parking lot that's existing across yours.
Yeah,
I mean, it's been begging for something for quite a few years anyway, so.
no,
I mean, I'll make that point, I'm totally ignorant of, I would argue it's maintenance.
Okay.
It's maintenance that
That's
should have
what I'm
been done
thinking,
over the
too.
years.
That's, yeah, I'm looking at the
Somebody's just
screening
let it
over
go
there,
all
that's
these years.
a maintenance issue.
Yeah.
We're kind
You're
of
performing
forced.
maintenance on your parking lot, so that's, shouldn't invoke, I think, the new.
Okay. I think we're good.
yeah.
And any public comments? Anyone? Okay, public comments closed. Um, Okay. The establishment, maintenance, or operation of the special use, the establishment, maintenance, or operation of the site plan will not be detrimental or endanger public health, safety, morals, comforts, or general welfare.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Special use, the site plan will not be injurious to the uses and enjoyment of other property in the immediate vicinity for the purposes already permitted, nor substantially diminish, impair property values within the neighborhood to which it be located.
Yes.
Yes.
yes,
Yes.
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 The establishment of the site plan will not impede the normal and orderly development and improvement of the surrounding property for uses permitted in the district.
Yes.
Yes.
yes,
Yes.
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 Adequate facilities, access roads, drainage, and/or necessary facilities have been provided.
I heard him say that drainage will be improved, so yes.
Yes.
yes,
Yes.
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 Adequate measures have been taken to provide the proper ingress and egress as designed to minimize traffic congestion.
Yes.
Yes.
yes,
Yes.
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 Utility. The site plan and all other respects conform to the applicable regulations of the district in which is located, except as regulations may be in each instance be modified pursuant to the recommendation of the zoning board of appeals.
Yes.
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 Okay, a motion to approve the site plan.
Motion?
Mike Wu, seconded. JD. Conditions will be the screening that we talked about. JT Kellogg,
Aye.
Jack Weedman,
Aye.
Nick O'Neill,
Yes.
Rick Pitzel, aye.
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 Okay, so this will have to go to the village board also. Site plans all go to the village board, so it should be on their agenda in the next, I would guess, 2 weeks. But you can get the exact date from Sarah. Okay, thank you. Okay, the last one. No, we have 3 more, but they're all the same people. So, the first one is a site plan approval. Let's see, which ones are we doing first here? Let's do the special use. No, I guess we'll do the site plan. Site plan approval filed by Washington Trails Edge LLC seeking approval of a site plan for the development of a laundry establishment on the property located at 716 East War Memorial Drive, Peoria Heights, Illinois. Property is currently zoned B2, General Retail District. So, I believe that's you guys. So we're just basically dealing with the site plan at this point, so that's this, correct? And then we'll do all the other issues we have, but you want to tell us what you're doing, kind of what
Sure.
you're designing and what you're doing? You can kind of include the special use stuff, because we're
Yeah.
going to do that next, but
Okay, good evening. My name is Sam LaHood, and I'm the project engineer for Heights Landing Phase 3, also known as The Laundry. I'm here tonight with my brother Joey, who's the manager of The Laundry LLC. Along with the developer, Washington Trails Edge, we've submitted applications for site plan approval, special use, signage variance, and proposed new business at 716 East War Memorial Drive. And we're excited to provide a brief overview of what we're proposing. The Laundry is an innovative full-service laundry facility designed to offer total convenience to busy residents of Peoria Heights and the surrounding region. We've proposed a drive-through lane so customers can simply drop off their clothes during their commute, or they can request a pickup right at their front door. Our team will professionally wash, dry, fold, and deliver everything back, eliminating the chore of laundry entirely. This is a completely new concept in the industry, distinct from traditional self-serve laundromats where customers handle the washing themselves, and we're committed to making Peoria Heights the regional leader in this growing service. To bring this to life, we've also applied for a TIF, committing to a minimum investment of $2,350,000 in the property. Our site includes parking lot lighting, landscaping, 10-foot wide parking stalls with painted pedestrian walkways for safe and easy access, a 12-foot wide drive-through lane long enough to accommodate stacking length of 7 cars, and state-of-the-art full-service laundry center, which features 32 brand-new high-capacity commercial washers ranging from 100 pounds to 20-pound capacity, all equipped with soft water, ozone injection systems, and the highest G spin for 50% faster dry time. 42 commercial dryers with 45-pound capacity, a 50-foot long wash-dry fold processing room, kids' play area, 65 linear feet of folding tables. For the special use permit, we're seeking approval to operate this service-oriented business within the zoning district as we plan to allow self-serve customers to have full-time equivalent of 12 total employees. We are also requesting a signage variance with a building frontage of about 72.5 feet along War Memorial Drive. The ordinance allows for 145 feet of signage. We're requesting 303 square feet to effectively educate the public about our unique done-for-you model. as many people have preconceived notions of laundry as a self-done task or coin-operated laundromat, without adequate visibility, it would be challenging to build awareness and ensure our businesses' success. And I've also included a monument sign schematic. We're not advertising on that monument sign, we're just relocating it. It already exists on site. And we believe this project will drive economic growth, create jobs, attract more foot traffic to the area as customers using our service may then make additional purchases at nearby businesses in Peoria Heights, and provide a valuable convenience to the community. Thank you for your time and consideration.
Okay. Anybody have questions?
Did you say it had a kids' play area in it?
Yeah,
But I thought it was people just dropping their stuff off. Are people doing their own laundry too?
it's open for self-serve customers, but it's sized so that 60% of our business would be from wash, dry, fold.
And there's no chemicals, this is just
No,
laundry detergent, right?
Yeah. yeah, we don't do dry cleaning.
So now
But you would have coin-op then type laundry machines.
Yeah, but we would have much greater capacity for wash, dry, fold. Like the amount of customers we're expecting, like we're open for walk-ins, but it would not be our main business.
What will your hours be?
It's probably gonna be, well, we haven't picked yet, but it's probably gonna be something like 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. And we will close. We won't be a 24-hour laundromat, like how you know, it's a normal person thinks of a laundromat now.
How many customers do you expect to have there during the day? I'm just thinking you've got a very large parking lot for essentially a drive-through.
Yeah, maybe 200 on average.
But
Or
the
one and a
majority
half.
of that would be drive-through.
No, we'd have like 700 if you include
Okay.
drive-through and delivery. We're gonna offer subscriptions, so we'll have our own laundry basket that has a zipper on it, and you can fit a certain amount, a pre-weighted amount, and you just pay a monthly fee or annually, and we regularly go to your house on a scheduled laundry day to pick it up and process it within 24 hours.
Okay, so I'm looking at the parking spaces you got up there. A lot of those might be for your vehicles then?
Our vehicles and our self-serve customers. We
Yeah.
will have self-serve.
Okay.
So how many, I know you said it's a small portion, but how many actual then self-serve laundry machines are you gonna have? And dryers?
They're all gonna be programmed for that option. It's just the amount, the number that we have, is sized so that we can accommodate, the typical cycle is about 30 minutes to wash and dry. And with 32 washers,
So your employees are gonna be using the same machines then you're
Yeah.
saying that everybody else would come in to use?
yes. A third of the building is just a storage room for, we'll wrap it in plastic and put it in a thank you bag, paper thank you bag for them to pick up. So it's just, shelving.
They're doing all is this correct there, or is this part?
Well, this is all, so a lot of this parking in the middle is just like concrete now, just like, there's no striping on it, it's
Right.
just sitting there, right? So I think part of them is they're
Is
just
this all
trying to.
property all the way to La Gondola?
So a lot of that's existing. It just
Getting-
has no striping on it. We're just restriping it and helping with the navigation.
And then it's all included these buildings back here, so I mean, all this parking could be used for any of these
Do you own,
For-
do you guys own this land?
It's my dad and my uncle Dave, our
Yeah, so all
parents.
these though.
All of, okay, so,
Yep.
okay, I just wanted to.
Yeah, so this parking could be for lot 4 or lot 5 or Leonardo's. I mean, anybody that is in any of those buildings could use some of that parking. It just looks like this has been cordoned off kind of for.
For that.
That
Yeah,
use,
got it.
which, you know, so you're really looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
I got
So
like
there's
30.
25 kind of on that square.
Mhm.
So if they had
More-
12
more than that.
employees,
I got like 35.
Yeah.
it's really only about 12 parking spaces.
Yep.
I counted about 35 all in here.
Yeah, I didn't do these,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
because they kind of come out this
Yeah,
way.
gotcha.
And so, part of what we talked about early on, right, was that each one of these now are gonna be a separate lot.
Yes.
And I'm not sure I really see the lines that delineate what lots, what, I see
It was
I see
a,
where it says lot 1, but lot 3, but does lot 3 then go kinda like this?
there's a.
So I don't know if you wanna
There's
come
a
up here.
plat that was, yeah, I can come up.
Okay. And it could be on this big roll of things, is it on that?
I mean, I tried to check every single box.
Yeah, no, I know. So it might be on here, but.
So here's, that's our existing. So you can kind of see this line here.
Okay, so that's the line
Yeah.
that makes lot 3
Yes.
and lot 2.
This is just our match existing line, it's more for like,
Okay.
the
So then
demolition.
where is the line here? Is it this one?
Yes,
Okay.
that's the existing line.
And then those are the lines there, okay.
And then there's another lot here that goes straight up, or that goes over like this.
Yeah, okay.
And then this whole area in the middle that I'm calling lot 2
Mhm.
is a lot, but it's gonna be.
Kind of the drive lane. Yep.
No, do you own all the property, or is it the same property owner
Yeah.
for all this? I'm just
Oh.
looking at maintenance, because we're talking about the different lots and who's parking
Washington Trails Edge will remain the owner of all those
where.
lots.
Okay,
And the laundry will just be responsible for the fit out of the interior, the signage,
And we will rent.
and rent it, yeah.
all right, thank you.
Okay, so part of the question on all these lots is today, the current, they're like 30-foot lots. They never, like when they built these 2 existing buildings.
Yep.
They have like 30-foot lots running through them. So the tax people are all like, you know, I don't know what to do with it because, you know, half that building's on one lot, half that building's on another lot. So they're kind of all up in arms about how they tax those properties. So when we first started talking, we said, really, you need to fix all that. So that's kind of the condition of the site
Okay.
plan, is that they go and make these 6 lots that are 6 lots, and then the tax people will be happy and they can tax it accordingly.
Right.
We have, it's one of the pages in there, a proposed preliminary plat to do just that.
Yep.
Okay.
So, just so you know, it'll be a condition of approval of the site plan is that gets done first before, you know, you can continue with the site plan.
So that's fine, provided we can still get approval and.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can get approval and start moving on some things, but until
until it's
you
recorded.
actually have that plat recorded and
Yeah.
finished.
That's fine.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I know we talked a little bit with you early on, but I guess I thought it was gonna be all drive-through. I don't know, anybody have any feelings on that? I
The only-
mean, that's part of the reason that the special use is in the code for laundries is because sometimes a laundromat, not saying yours will, but I'm saying sometimes a laundromat, you know, attracts the wrong kind of element. So, but this seems to be more of an upscale, hey, bring your clothes in and get them washed versus your typical just a bunch of machines that people are gonna be in there using.
And I'm sorry, what were the hours again?
It would close. We haven't set our hours yet, but it's probably gonna be something like 7 AM to 10 PM. We would be fully attended during that time. We would never leave the store unattended. It's
I think we'll probably put that as a condition, so if you wanna kinda, is 7 to 10 something that you could live with?
yeah,
I would-
it's gonna be 7 to 10 or 6 to 10.
I would
mean,
say for people on the commute, we would probably open early enough so that, we're capturing the commute so people can drop their clothes off.
I
So
don't
what-
think any of us are worried about you opening too early.
Yeah.
It's the other
So,
end.
so I'm
Oh,
fine
yeah,
with
yeah.
6. You wanna say 6 to 10 then, or?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that. And, yeah, we would shut down for sure, 10 o'clock. We wouldn't go
Yeah.
later. For the reasons that you mentioned.
Yeah. Okay, any other questions on the site plan proper? Good, good, thank, just stay there, Jeff. because- Or you can have a seat and then stand back up if you
Okay.
want. Any public comments? Okay.
Teresa Simmons, is there gonna be access for War Memorial on that?
No.
Or just from the back end?
No, just from the existing parking lot, we do.
Wisconsin, right? You can come in off Wisconsin and you can come in off of Paris.
Yeah, we are looking to work with schooners on maybe connecting so that it would help both
You
of
could
our.
come that way.
But from War Memorial, no access is planned.
Okay, public comments closed, just easy, good. Okay. Okay, so let's go through the special use, I'm sorry, the site plan. We'll have to do 2 on this. Okay. Okay, the establishment, maintenance, or operation of the site plan will not be detrimental or endanger public health, safety, morals, comforts, or general welfare.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
The site plan will not be injurious to the uses and enjoyment of other property in the immediate vicinity and purposes already permitted, nor substantially diminish and impair property values within the neighborhood to which it is to be located.
Yes.
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 The establishment of the site plan will not impede normal and orderly development and improvement of surrounding property for uses permitted in the district.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, adequate facilities, access road, drainage, and/or necessary facilities have been or will be provided.
Yes.
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 Adequate measures have been or will be taken to provide ingress and egress as designed to minimize traffic congestion to the public streets.
Yes.
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 It's not a utility. The site plan in all other respects conform to the applicable regulations of the district in which it is located, except such regulations may be in each instance modified pursuant to the recommendations of the zoning board of appeals.
Yes.
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 Okay, then a motion to approve the request for a site plan.
A motion.
JT,
A second.
second by Mick, O'Neill. And then the conditions of the site plan would be the plat splitting, the splitting of the plat properties. Okay, JT Kellogg. Jack Wiedemann.
Aye.
Mick O'Neill.
Yes.
Rick Pitzel, aye. Charlie Calloway. Mike Wu. And Tanisha Kason. I actually have to say your names on that. Okay, so your site plan is approved. The site plan, well, we'll do the next one. So the next one is the special use. So under the zoning code, a special use, laundries or dry cleaning plants employing not more than 8 people, locksmith, so that's why it's under special use, is under this zoning code, you have to have a special use permit for a laundry with 8 or more employees. Okay. So, the special use will not be detrimental or endanger public health, safety, morals, comforts, or general welfare.
Yes.
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 The special use will not be injurious to the uses and enjoyment of other property in the immediate vicinity for the purposes already permitted, nor substantially diminish and impair property values within the neighborhood to which it is to be located.
Yes.
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 The special use will not impede the normal and orderly development and improvement of the surrounding properties for uses permitted in the district.
Yes.
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 The special use in all other respects conform to the applicable regulations in the district in which it is located, except as regulations may be in each instance modified pursuant to the recommendations of the zoning board.
Yes.
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 Okay, so then a motion to approve the special use.
I'll move.
And then the condition on that would be hours of operation, 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. Okay. J.T. Kellogg,
Aye.
Jack Weedman,
Aye.
Mick O'Neill,
Yes.
Rick Pitzel, aye, Charlie
Aye.
Callaway,
Aye.
Mike Wu, Tanisha Kason. You guys are pissing me off. Okay, so your site plan and special use are approved. Those will both be also approved by the village board. So that will, again, you'll need to talk to the administrator's office to see when it's on the agenda, but it's usually like 2 weeks out. Okay? And then they'll probably want you to be at that meeting and kind of give the same discussion you just gave.
And they can approve, they can still approve before we split the lot.
Yeah, because it's a condition of the approval. So you have to get that done before,
We start construction.
yeah. Okay, so the last one on our agenda is the variance application filed by Washington Dwellers as seeking approval of variance to allow premises signs in the excess of the sign limitations set forth in 9410C of the Village Code for 716 East War Memorial Drive, which is currently zoned B2. Okay, so I've been doing a lot of math the last couple days, measuring signs. So I think where we are with the sign, and everybody has this sheet, okay? And that's the sheet that we need to look at the signs. So, do you want one of these? Since you're gonna get one next week anyhow, there's one. Could you, JT, could you give her one of these?
Don't want to take yours though.
There's one in there somewhere. Okay. So, the way I add up the signs, and after looking at the signs on the premises and different things in that, what do we call it, this sign?
Monument.
The monument sign, I don't think that counts in your total. Because you're moving it onto that other lot. So technically, maybe but I think we count this on that other lot. Okay, so this, they have this big monument sign that they're moving. So technically, I'm not sure. I think we can say that that doesn't count in your signage for the laundry, and your name's not even on that, so I'm good with that. So the way I add it up then is you have a 73.67 wide building, which would give you 147 basically square feet of signage allowed. And if you add up, on this sheet anyhow, if it's the one you sent me, if you add up all the square footage of all those, so that front sign, the drive-through sign, the laundry sign, and then the other laundry sign in the back, there's no sign on the one side, right? I don't see anything. If you add those up, I get 285 square feet of signage, which means you're basically 137 over the limit, so you're basically about double. So you're about double of the signage that you're allowed. Okay, so that being said, let's take the back side first where you have the laundry. Is that, it shows little lights over it, and then it says it's a 4-inch deep face-lit channel lettering.
So, the architect didn't delete those 3 lights.
Okay, so it is 4-inch channel
Yes.
letter, okay. That was just a question as I looked at it. I was like, okay, that doesn't make sense to me. I'm sorry, we already approved all this, but going back to this, to the site plan, I forgot to ask about lighting in the parking lot. There, it shows light poles,
Yeah.
right, in the parking lot,
We have proposed, I think, 3 of them.
okay?
And that's one of the reasons why we deleted those lights off, because we're no longer trying to light the parking lot with the building.
Okay, so you have the poles where they are on that
Yeah.
plan that,
I have a note on the plans that we're gonna provide a photometric plan
okay.
before.
Okay, perfect. Because that's, when I saw those on the building, then I also remembered that you had talked about trying to light the parking lot from the building. And so are these other downlights on the building, are they staying? There was some other ones like on the ends.
There's not gonna be any, you're talking about the gooseneck?
Yeah,
No, those are all supposed to be deleted.
okay, perfect. Okay, back to the sign, sorry, I digressed there a little bit. So the backside, that sign seems reasonable, and then the side that faces Leonardo's, okay, that's, what, a 23-inch, 238-inch, so that's like what is that, 30, that's like a 30-foot sign there. And then you have a 6-foot by 6-foot shirt sign. I guess, to me, that front sign, you got another 30 by 4 foot almost sign that's gonna be 4 inches deep, channel lit, and all those things underneath it are gonna be lit. It just, to me, is a lot of lights on the side of a building. And it's gonna look like you're driving past a billboard.
The lights are not meant to be that bright, but,
But, yeah, I mean, you're gonna have them lit at night. I mean, they're gonna be lit.
right. I don't think it would look like a billboard, it's a lit building sign, not,
Well, I mean, it's literally gonna be 30 feet by,
What's the material that's gonna be on the outside of the building?
I think, he listed it in there. I don't know what
Is it stone or,
the material for the facade?
for what, for the outside of the building?
It's porcelain tile. So 2 foot by 4 foot porcelain tiles. And then behind the white lettering, we have
yeah, I get what you're saying. So behind the laundry with the 4 icons,
Yeah.
it's gonna look like water with 3 versions of blue.
Ah, it's gonna look like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So this is the tile that,
Okay.
And that wall is
I
facing
wondered why this
where?
was laying up here today.
Which way is that facing? Towards
That's
Leonardo?
War Memorial, and then there's also some behind the front signage that you just talked about.
I hear you, okay. So, and then this is gonna be lit. This is all gonna be lit.
Yeah, so that sign is basically 30 feet by 9 feet. That's big.
It's like 70 or 80 grand worth of signage for the
No,
building.
of course, but I'm just saying, it's gonna be 30 feet by 9 feet tall.
Well, not only is it too big, but it's also lit.
Lit, yeah, that's why I'm saying it's gonna look like a billboard. That is a billboard. I mean, I know a billboard's technically bigger than that, but
Yeah, the
when it's
billboard-
down on the ground, at ground level, and you have basically a 30-foot by 9-foot sign,
Billboards are, I think, 45 foot wide by 15 foot tall.
okay, so you're only a few
That's
feet
the
off.
the large billboards. The small billboards, you're actually bigger. So there's
Yep.
different size billboards.
You're talking about
It's a,
it.
it's a billboard.
It's, well, signage, we're,
Yeah, so we don't even, that's semantics. I mean, what are the, I mean, we're twice as much in
I guess
terms of
why does it
total
need to be
signage.
that big?
because no one has heard of wash dry fold services yet. Joey, Mitch, and I and our wives we just got approved for a loan for 1.65 million for this project. And we had to sign away all of our real estate. It's all collateral for this. And I know it's a good addition for Peoria Heights, but for us, it's like, the biggest risk we ever took in our lives. And without anyone ever hearing of wash, dry, fold before, we have to educate the public on this service, because they don't even know about it. And when they see our building, they might think it's just a laundromat, and that's
not what we're going for.
so.
The word laundromat is coin operated. You do it yourself. Now,
What'd you say?
the word laundromat is I walk in with a pile of quarters.
But this is called, yeah.
I throw stuff in the dryer. Now, my dad owned a laundry in downtown Peoria. That's the old family business. And it was understood as a laundry. It's full service right then and there. People come in, they drop off their clothes, they get folded, they get bundled up,
Yeah,
and sent away.
it's been,
So, I mean, that's the definition there, to me.
Yeah.
Like I said, I was around it when I was a kid.
Well, not many people I've talked to have ever heard of wash, dry, fold services before.
I'm just saying it's equivalent to a full service.
Yeah, it's-
laundry.
Can I make a suggestion? If this is gonna be one of your key advertising things, if you're gonna get as many people in the drive-through as you say you are, you should probably move it up, because the cars are gonna be in front of,
It's deceptive on there, because the building is 18 foot tall. So the only signs that would get blocked by cars would be the words below the icons that we have.
But that's his point.
How big are those
is that
tiles?
People won't be able to read it because cars are gonna be in there.
How big are the tiles that are on the side there? You said they're,
Inside, the.
no, the ones that
white
go around.
are 2 foot by 4 foot, and the blue ones are the size that you have up there. I think they're 14 inches by 3.
I think you're right, though. It's gonna cover up more than just those words.
Yeah, and I think we're all here kind of, concerned about the same thing. It's a lot larger than what we want out there on the drive coming through. So, I think it might help to raise it up, but could we go smaller than this? And I apologize, I didn't get this until I walked in the door today, but there are rules or not rules, but recommendations for what size lettering you need for the speed limit you've got going down there, how far the cars are away, And I know I've looked at it before, I know these are much larger than you actually need. I mean, would you be willing to deal on the size of this sign?
We would, but our application with the TIF and the special use and the site plan is kind of balanced right now with our total investment. So we've sized the sign so that we feel confident in our investment. So if we start making it smaller and smaller, we're gonna have to, look at where we're taking the biggest risk, and what can we,
I don't think that's a good argument.
what can we change in order to not be so exposed in terms of the total investment that we're making?
One could argue that smaller is better for the very reasons that we've just outlined. People might be able to see it, they're gonna see it faster. If their cars are in front of it, they're still gonna be able to see it and read it. So we could argue that it actually would be better for it to be smaller. And meet the requirements of traffic and speed and everything else that goes into the recommendations.
And don't you have an electronic billboard
That's
on your
not ours.
property?
That's Adams Outdoor.
Right, but is it on your property?
They lease it.
Yeah, you could say part of your lease is to run laundry ads.
I'm not sure if you ever tried to work with them before, but if we suggested that, we'd be laughed out of the room. They won't work with us. I hear what you're saying, Mr. Sutton, about the size. So I would be willing to take a look at the exact distance it is from the road and take a more measured calculation as to what the right type of signage size for the ideal. Because like you said, depending on the speed that the cars are driving and the proximity you are from them, there may be a better.
Is it in our guidelines?
And like I said, I apologize, something was wrong with my mail and I didn't get this till today, or I would have taken a look at that for you. But
Okay.
because they do have some rules that are put out by Department of Transportation on what size signage you need, given distance off the pavement and velocity of the traffic going by.
Yeah.
I was just looking at some height things, just looking something up.
Yeah, I mean, could we say that?
Yeah, we can't, say that because that's not, I was just looking to see if there's something on the, but if they're on the face of the building, they can be at any height on the building, and so it's up to them where they put it in the building. I mean, I would rather see it higher,
Yeah, well,
right?
say that so that it meets the size requirements that
Right.
are allowed. So if they cut this in half, if they cut that in half, they're still.
Yeah. So I guess we'll go ahead and still vote to go through this. But then we can talk about next steps. Any public comments on this? Okay, public comments closed. Okay, will the strict application of the terms of the zoning code related to the use, construction, or alternation of the building or structures to the use of the land impose practical difficulties or a particular hardship upon the petitioner?
No,
No.
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 If the variation is granted, the property affected by the variation will remain in harmony with the general purpose and intent of the zoning code?
no,
No.
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 The variation will not merely serve as a convenience to the petitioner, but is necessary to alleviate some demonstrable hardship on the petitioner?
No.
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 Can the variation requested by the petitioner be granted without substantial detriment to the public good?
No.
Yes.
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 Can the proposed variation be approved without impairing the general purpose and intent of the comprehensive plan as implemented by the zoning code?
No.
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 And it does not include a fence. So, yeah, so we don't even have to have a motion on that one. We can't pass that because it's, we answered no to more than one of those standards. So I would say next steps would be for you guys to take a look at the sign, figure out what, if it can be within the, the 147, or if it's, somewhat over that, or whatever you come up with, and as far as the size needed for that side of the building, the height, all those things, and I think get back with us, and then we will revisit it.
I think we're at 147 without any signage facing War Memorial. So,
I will tell you just a second. So you were at, let's see. Yeah, you're right at it without, I'm sorry. You are not. So 285 minus. I think you're at, yeah, you're at like 100, if you just take that, the sign that says the laundry and those 4 big icons, and take those out of the equation, you're at like 117 is what I came up with. So there's still room there, but I get what you're saying.
Right, so that's, the wall is our processing room along our drive-through, so we're gonna have shelving along that wall on the inside. So, I mean, otherwise you would be looking at just a big white wall. We can't put windows and have shelving on the inside, you know?
No, I'm not saying that, but you can trade around square footage,
Yes.
right?
Well, I'm wondering, like, would the city or would the village allow us to reproduce the signage we have on the front at least? So we can have it the same size sign that we have on the front, on the side, and then whatever that total is.
Well, I think we just have to see it, but I think what gave people heartburn is the
Size.
War Memorial sign was 30 feet long. And so I think what you heard us saying is you need to shrink that down.
Okay.
But I mean, if you're saying reproduce this
Yeah, and then,
without the icons,
yeah,
I mean, that would be quite a bit smaller. And it would
Oh,
not-
yeah.
and it
Yeah,
wouldn't even have
if it
ice.
just said the laundry reproduced from the other side, and it,
I'm not even against the 4 icons,
No.
you just.
just that whole thing a little smaller, and I think we're all willing to maybe give you some variance. That's just way too much.
Okay.
so I think if you
I mean, we
could
did.
come up with some ideas, get us some pictures of what you're thinking. Like you said, if you reproduced the size of the one from the other side of the building on that side and then made the icons a little smaller.
Yeah.
I think, it's gonna be somewhat probably over, but
I think it's gonna look good.
Right, we're willing to give you something, but this is double.
But it
So
can't,
it's,
it can't be that, I mean, and I don't know if you guys saw, but the Roof Tiger guys decided to do what they wanted and had these huge signs that were ginormous that, had to be.
And so we had to
redone.
shrink those down to where they just had, their roof tiger and their solar tiger signs, but it's just a matter of appearance, I think.
Okay.
So, yep, if you can get some things together and then we can
Sure.
talk about them, look at them.
I know that we had discussions about, signs and lit signs, especially at eye level, that close to the road, was a big part of the discussion when we were doing the State Farm guy on the corner there.
Yep.
So just know that there's definitely a lot of thought that goes into the signs
Yeah,
and
the
the
flower
placement,
place, yeah.
the size,
Yep.
and whether they're lit or not, et cetera. But
Okay.
And the
I think
same
you guys
happened
are
with the
gonna-
Floratory across the street, although it's not a lit sign, but they had like some ginormous signs that they wanted to put up there, and we were just like, it's just too big.
Mhm.
Mr. Chairman, sorry, do you typically do a motion to deny an application in this case?
Well,
If
the last time we did that, we were told that as long as one of those is no, we can't even pass
We
it, so
can't
there's no
approve it.
reason to actually do the motion, because it would be, we'd all have to vote no, so.
Would, yeah, I mean, to clear the record, a motion to deny might make sense, but if in past practice you haven't.
Yeah,
I always trust the law.
okay, well, we could do that, and then we'll have it both ways, and if we don't need it, we don't need it. Okay, so somebody want a motion to deny?
Motion to deny.
Okay, second by Tanisha. JT?
No.
Yes. 'Cause it-
Or
it's-
motion to deny.
Yeah, yes, I motion to deny.
Yes.
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 Okay. There we go. We may or may not be valid. Okay, yeah, and if you could get some of that together and we can get the back together and we'll look at what you got and we'll go from there. Okay, appreciate it, thanks.
2.5 out of 3, guys. Just come back with a little small. I think a little smaller will actually be nicer.
Yep. Guys, if you want to take a look at the Floratory. I think we've got to move for that. Yep. I'm going to move to adjourn. If he doesn't want to call it.
Gotcha.
Hey, Rick?
Okay, I'll be.
That one, okay. I was thinking it was these two.
Is the meeting over?
Sorry. Okay, we do need a motion to,
I motion to dismiss.
adjourn.
I motion to
Seconded.
adjourn. Second.
Okay, all those in favor, aye? Aye. Okay.
Thank you, JT.
Thank you.